Alright, for this video, I'm going to go over Scratch. So, when you open up, to find Scratch, you just go out to Google, and you can type in Scratch pretty much, and then it should take you to scratch.mit.edu. So, I'll show you how to go there real fast. If you just type in that, it'll usually bring up the right site. Stands for Massachusetts Institute of Technology. It's block code. It's really good for beginning programming, though. It teaches you more logic than actual coding. But that being said, there's certainly some uses for it. So once you're in, you would just go to create the project, or you can create your own login, and they'll take you to a screen like this. All right, so I'm going to make a quick little game where an object jumps over another object, sort of like maybe a chick jumping over an egg. I might change it because the background's not super conducive for this one. Let me try this. Yeah, we'll go to the castle. Okay. Then next, so we're going to select your backdrop over here. And then we're going to choose an object. We'll go with, you can choose anything, a dinosaur, a dog. Dinosaur. Alright. I think the chick was the one I was going to look at. But I'll go with crab. Okay. So go over and set the crab right here. So we're going to set up a couple of different things here. Main thing, you need to go to controls and find the one click button here. So whenever we test it, I'm going to click this green flag. It's a run button. Similar if I was on, say, an editor for W3 Schools or other programming editors, and you hit run, basically runs the program. Okay. First thing I need to do is kind of set my X and my Y plane where I need things to be. So I'm going to go to... Okay, so we're going to go to X. So it's when a game loads where I just need everything to go. Alright. And actually, I don't think that's the one I want. I want to get... Okay, so as I move this, you'll see these changes over here along this go to X and then Y. So I want to set that right about there. So when the game starts, it should set everything right to that particular location for the crab, at least. Alright, not going to worry about a score or anything right now. Main thing I need to do here is when I get the space bar pressed, so I'm going to get that down here. First, I could put in a sound if I wanted to play sound pop until done. Pitch. I don't think I want a fancy one. I just want to put an easy start sound. Pop. Just so I know he... Yeah. Can record a sound too if you want. Alright. And then repeat or forever. This one looks like I'm going to use a repeat loop. So we're going to repeat. Here we go. Okay. So the repeat just, whenever the code's going through this, the repeat's just going to look at every time I hit the space bar. I want my crab to jump up. So I got to change the Y by, I think it defaults to 10. I'll just change it to 15. So Y is going up and down. And then I'm going to go back to events and we'll do repeat again. And then we'll go back to motion and then we'll change Y by -15. Because I want him to go up and then come right back down. if that makes sense. Okay. All right. I think I have a pretty good baseline on how this works. Let's test this. Okay. So change. Oh, there we go. I changed X. So you gotta be a little careful which one you're. One off here. Change Y. Lesson learned. All right. Sometimes I pull the wrong ones over. Let's start this again. Up, and then you have to set them to come back. Now, I think I'm just going to keep this at 10. Okay, let's try this again. Reset. Perfect. All right, now we got it. Okay. Next, I need to get kind of an object to come across the screen here. So I'm going to go down here to select. Let's do a ball. Okay, I'm going to set that ball right here. So, again, I'm going to talk, or I'm going to set this to, let's see here, when clicked. Okay. Now, I'm not a coder by nature. I'm kind of learning some of the stuff. I've dabbled in other ones. I'm just learning a little bit about Scratch and stuff because I notice a lot of the younger generation likes to start with this. So I do want the ball to sort of move across the screen. So I'll go over that here in a minute. So make sure this is selected. So again, this is the X plane horizontal, Y is up and down. I don't need the ball going really changing at all on the Y. So I just want to keep that pretty much the same. Let's see here. Put it right about there. Next to the bottom. So I think that's the one. So when the game starts, I want the ball to go approximately there. So it'll reset. And then I need it to sort of glide over here or move over here. So I think this glide option moves pretty good. So I will put this one here. Okay, so let's just test. Oh, there we go. All right, so my crab is jumping. Okay, if you notice, when the ball hits the crab, nothing really happens. So we're gonna put in some other changes here. So it'll stop the game if the crab touches the ball. All right. So I think what I'm going to do here, and everything sort of just starts when you hit run. All this code kind of runs at the same time. So sort of like if you have a car, put the key in the ignition, that start, engine starts, but you can do other things with your car as well. So radio will come on. So all sort of runs off the initial start. I'm going to go to control and then wait until, and then I think I'm going to use a sensing one here. It's when the ball is touching. So hardest part here is just finding the one that you want, especially if you're not super familiar. Touching. So it's highlighted on the ball, so when the ball is touching the crab. Okay. Then I want this to stop the game. Stop the game. Oh, stop all. Here we go. Okay, let's try this one. Let's just test it out. Now I'm going to hit the... There we go. All right. So again, it helps you think through some logic. You don't have to necessarily do all of the hard coding. All right, next, I want to go through and add a score. Okay, I think I'm going to go back to this one. It's been a while since I've built this game out or a game like it, so I do want to make sure I've got this correct. Okay, so the first thing, I need to make a variable, so I'm going to call this one score. Just for the crab. Okay. So I've got score, and then I'm going to set the score to 0 every time the game starts over. And I'm going to change that to score. Okay, so now I have my score button up here. Okay, and every time that the crab is able to jump up and over, I want to change the score by 1. Alright. I thought there was something else I needed to do, but I'm going to test this and just see how well this particular one works. I might have it, I might not. No promise right now. Nope, clearly touched him. Looks like I have it. It's keeping score. Oh, I touched, so I got the 5, so. Alright. So I've got the baseline game sort of done here, so pretty easy. You can play around some other things, I think. Maybe in another video I'll try to make a similar game, and then say if the score gets to a different, if you get to say 10, then it'll change the level, or what I mean by that is you'll just change out the background basically, but it'll say level up, something along that line. So let's try it one more time, just see how many I can get through here. The game itself, if you're not paying attention, might be harder than the code. I made it to 10. I'm gonna hit the ball. I just got a feeling. 15. All right, there we go. I'm gonna stop on that note. Okay. All right. Hope you enjoyed the video. Now you know how to make a basic game in Scratch.